So back in the day, I used to have hair, right? 2006. I might be able to pull up or send you a video or a picture you can post. I just had a fro, right? In 2006, I had an afro. And I didn't want this afro. But my girlfriend at the time, ex-wife, she's like, nah, I don't want you to cut it. You look like a pretty boy. Because I used to, get the fades and shit every 2 weeks. So I grew it out for her. And I just hated it. I was like, yo, I need to get this braided or something, right? It's just always in the way. So she's like, I'll braid it. She tries to braid it. Can't braid. Braids fall out immediately, right? Yeah. So it's going on like this for months. I'm like, look, I'm going to either get this cut or I need to get it braided. And if you can't do it, I got friends, they can do it. And she's like, whatever. Go fucking get your hair braided. I don't care, right? So that's what I did. Hit my friend Danielle up. Go to her house. She braids my hair. Looks good. I got a hat on. See my ex-wife that night to pick her up from work. She doesn't say anything. Next day, morning I wake up, I'm in the kitchen drinking coffee, and she goes, who the fuck braids your hair? Oh, fuck. I was like, my friend Danielle. She's like, so you were between some other bitch's legs last night getting your hair braided. Yeah, what, were you fucking about? She just goes on this whole thing. She throws a cup of coffee at me. She can't throw, so it just goes over here. I'm just looking at her. She starts grabbing my hair, trying to pull it out, pull the braids out. She's smacking me. Talking about she was pregnant with my son. She's like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna get an abortion. It was 2 hours of her just screaming at the top of her lungs, trying to calm her down in the bathroom. She's choking me against the door, trying to choke me to death. So I'm just looking at her because she's not that strong or whatever. And I, used to fight. We can get into that cage fight. I'm like, Gigi, what are you doing? Had to stop her. I actually had to leave the house for 2 days. I went to my friend's house. Fuck. Broke over there. And then she finally calmed down, just saying she had pregnancy hormones. And, that's why she was trying to kill me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Just blame the pregnancy. Yeah, but we've had fights like that, I don't know, 50, 60 times in our relationships over just the craziest shit.
Before the pregnancy?
No, before, after, during. Yeah. All that stuff, dude.
Dude, literally everything I just said, I feel like such a douchebag now. Compared to, I was
yeah.
Mine was 1/1000th of your situation.
Yeah, dude. I stood behind a pole once. Seriously, because she was in our Suburban and she was not letting me. She was wanting to run me over.
Fuck.
Because I
what
bought
were
a
you
computer.
doing though?
No, I bought a computer from a friend and he didn't clear all his history and shit.
Oh man.
And there was a porn on it and she said she just thought I downloaded it.
What kind of porn was it?
What was it? Probably old casting couch shit.
Yeah, very generic kind of.
Yeah. Maybe when it was first
basically
popping
looks
off.
like this room right now.
Yeah, basically.
It does look like a casting couch type of place.
You can easily rent this out for casting couch purposes. Yeah. But it's one of those, I guess, she's like, what? That was a whole fight, dude. That was nuts, man. Yeah.
That's fucking bad, man.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool story, though.
Yeah. She had a couple felonies, bro, because the boyfriend before me used to, do home invasions and shit. Take the stolen property back to her place, so she got caught up in that. So we had 2 felonies. It was hard for us to find places to live. We were together. It was all slumlord shit. It was terrible. Dude.
Why were you with her?
Because I had terrible self-esteem, man. My childhood wasn't great. So, I've been through therapy since her.
You just got to put up with it though at the time.
He's fucking not interesting.
Yeah.
It's not a very interesting
For
guy.
sure.
Are you talking about me or are you talking? Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He started the fucking conversation by saying.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just a lot of stuff, a lot of violent, not violence, but I used to fight box, any kind of combat shit, wrestling, taekwondo.
Yeah.
Started cage fighting for a while, did that shit, and then
just
too many injuries.
Name this episode "Not an Interesting Guy" with Greg Beachler.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, too many injuries, so I stopped doing that eventually, and then I had nothing to do.
What was your name in cage fighting?
Just Greg Beachler. I was just
you didn't have
no, I wasn't just the big dick hammer or whatever you wanted to call me. It's oh man, his cup size was too intimidating for guys.
That would have been great, yeah.
No, that would have been dope. But it wasn't anything like that.
Headphone gap, there's a lot.
Yeah, don't worry about my headphone gap. Worry about this cup gap. There is none. If anything, it's pushing through the holes.
If you want to see the headphone gap, come check out the YouTube, guys.
It helps us on the algorithm.